Okay, now we're going to take a minute and figure out exactly how to figure out what pi is and how it works. So what you need to do this is you need a tape measure here, and you need a circle, something that is a perfect circle. I'm going to use a roll of tape, and I'm also going to use a trash barrel, right? So what we would do is ancient people figured out that when they took the circumference of a circle, so they measured all the way around the outside, so they measured this length around the circle, and we get about 13 and a quarter here, 13 and a quarter inches. And then what they did is they measured across. So we get about, that is about 4 1/8 inch. 4 1/8. So when I say 13.25 divided by 4.125, we get this number 3.212121, right? So now let's take a different circle. Let's take a different circle here, and I'm going to measure the outside of this rim here. So we're going to wrap it all the way around, and we get 29 3/4, so 29.75. And then if I go across the top of it here from edge to edge, I get about 9 3/4. So we said 29.75 divided by 9.75. And again, we get 3.05, right? And I can take as many of these as I want. I've got my coffee pot here. I can measure the bottom of this. We get 18 on the money. And then the distance across is about 5.5. So 18, let's try this again. 18 divided by 5.5, 3.27. So every time that ancient peoples did this, they would measure the circumference of a circle and then divide it by its diameter. They would get this one number, which is a little bit over 3. And I would encourage you to try this on your own circles. Find some circles around your house, measure the circumference, measure the diameter, and you can tell how accurate your measurements are, because the more accurate your measurements are, the closer they will be to this magic number 3.14, 2, 8, something else. It's a long, very long number, goes on for infinite. We usually use about 3.14. That generally is good enough for most of our measurements in my class. But all of those numbers started to converge towards one thing, which was this number, pi, 3.14.